Hi, welcome to Strat Chat. Welcome back to Strat Chat. If you're coming back, my name's Martin, and many of you know we are actually really quite close to being able to do the Galician Dominance Decision, and it's been a long, difficult path. There's nothing has been easy, and I actually think that that these struggle mechanics and Iberia together are brilliantly put together, very clever. It very often the game doesn't feel all that challenging. Sometimes you're able to build a big army and you're able to sort of steamroller everybody around you. Here you have to work for everything in order to take the next county. There's 3 or 4 things you need to do before you can do it. It's just tougher. Sometimes it felt a little bit like wading through treacle, but a much greater sense of kind of reward when you get there. There are 2 things that we need to do. Basically, there's one thing that we need to do. Let's be clear. So, Galician Dominance, we have ticked everything except for no other independent ruler controls more than 20% of Iberia. And actually, to be fair, we ought to say, and we're in a hostility phase. So we need to try and guarantee a hostility phase for our next phase, and we need to knock 2 great powers back a little bit. Andalusia still has too many counties, and Al-Sark also has too many, far more than we wanted to have, far more than 20%. So we need to go to war with both of those 2 places. Both of them are weak. They're weakened by the war that they've literally just lost against us for this duchy here, named as Toledo now. We could go to war with them, and we would break our truce, which would be really good because that gives you 25 points towards a hostility phase next. And in a struggle clash, we could attack these 3 counties. That probably would put them below the 20%, or at least very close to it. Or we could attack Al-Sark, and by the way, we have enough prestige for that war as well. We could also declare war on this chap, and we could go for a struggle clash that would take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of him. But that would cost us 2,450, and we don't have that much. I think one of the key things is we need to know exactly how many counties these guys need. So we can see here is the Empire of Hispania. There are 64 counties available altogether. 20% of that is 12.8. So if these people have 13 counties or more, then they're above that threshold. So what we now need to do, and this is going to be a little bit difficult because I can't think of an easier way of doing it, simply count some of these counties. So I make it that Andalusia has exactly 13, so we only actually have to take 1 county away from them. And I make it 20 for Malik the Usurper. So we need to get 7 away from them, which is a much bigger deal, isn't it? Okay, I think what we are going to do is we're going to be we need to be building up prestige. The good thing is that if we fail to achieve this in this opportunity phase, the hostility phase, it will be easier for us to do it, because if we just have a little look at war, struggle, clash, casus belli. So if we're not able to do it in this phase, it's not the end of the world, because we can complete it in the hostility phase that we're hoping is going to come next. I think I'm going to go straight into a war against Andalusia. I'm very tempted to go for a struggle clash. Go for the 3 counties. So just in case, we're about to sort of get the Galician dominance, and Andalusia manages to get itself an additional county somewhere and mucks us up. So I think if we go for 3, although it's costing us quite a lot of prestige, most of our prestige, I think it's probably worth it. We should win. One of the benefits we have is we've got lots of mercenaries. We should be able to win this. Okay, you can see by the time that bar's gone back up to the top, it's going to be much more difficult for us. Okay, before we declare it though, we've got a lot of housekeeping to do. Okay, so we'll create the Duchy of Toledo, and we will grant it to my son. And those two, and the duchy. Okay, that gets us a lot closer to where we need to be. Right, I'm going to give Monterey to... Yes, we need a Galician Catholic, because we don't want them to like convert it to something else. That would really kind of like muck us up. And then I just want somebody who's very, very elderly and has no children. Yeah, we'll give him to this guy. So he is Galician, he's Catholic, he's quite old. And we can give it to him in the hope that at some point he will pass away and give it back to us. So we're now at 8 of 8, which is fine. Let's see if we can do anything to gain some prestige. Okay, we're going to do a hunt. Right, he's involved in a war and he's potentially a very, very valuable ally. I just wonder, it just seems to me to be sensible to think about forming another alliance. This daughter here of mine is not married. Prince Richard of West Francia sounds like a good idea. It's going to be a big alliance. Yeah, okay, let's go for that. I'm genuinely nervous about this war, but it needs to happen. Okay, so first thing is it's moved this on even further. So we've got a big advantage with hostility phase. If we can win the wars that we need to win, and we can get these people down to 20%, we can start building buildings, like pouring money into building buildings, and in castle holdings that will move the hostility on very, very quickly indeed. Okay, which are the ones that we're going for? Okay, so these two here and this one here. So I think what we'll do is we will attack this one first. No. We'll take these two because they're close to each other, so we'll aim for this one first, and then we'll go for that one, and then depending on the situation, we'll go and try and get that one as well. And when I've got the money, I shall throw some at my ally in the hope... Okay, I can negotiate an alliance with him. Well, that's probably not a bad idea. We'll throw some money at King Jaromir and hope that he comes around. I haven't waited for the alliance to form with West Francia, so hopefully that's going to be okay. I've got all of these people in prison. I'm not going to release them because they are likely to come back to war with me. Okay, so at the moment we've got plenty big enough army, but his allies will start joining as soon as I press go, I suspect. Right, I've got some money. That's really, really handy. So let's have a look at my alliance. I'm really tempted to send a gift. I think the problem with sending a gift is that he's involved in a war of his own. So he's not going to come anyway, so I might just be throwing money away, but it's only 47, send it anyway. Now he would accept, but it cost me 350. Let's wait till I've got it. Because at the moment, I've got a numerical advantage in this war. I know that won't last, but at the moment I do. Right, so his allies have joined. So they're now on 10,000. We're still actually stronger. So, okay, let's go to this castle. I'm kind of hoping to get a little bit of prestige defeating these guys. Okay, right, let's call in some allies. I've got enough prestige. Good. Now he's the one who's actually still involved in a war. That's my war. Okay. So hopefully he's going to win that war quite quickly and be on his way. So we had a little bit of prestige there. Okay, not really enough, but let's get ourselves into here. Right, let them show their hand. Where are they going? What are they trying to achieve? Okay, we've got quite a lot of extra prestige, almost enough to bring in the other ally. And I've got money for holding court. You know what, this is going to fall quite quickly. But he's going into my lands. That's where I really want to fight him, is in my lands, isn't it? So we've got another enemy ally joining the war. So we're now looking at 12,000 against our 23. But it's only 23 when our allies join, and they haven't come yet. And split them up. Send them off to get some more supply. Their supply is recovering. Their supply is recovering. Their supply is recovering. Theirs is going down. Okay, the siege is, he's left the siege, so that's broken. Okay, right. Okay. Well, send them there to resupply. Right, we're going to go into that battle together. They're resupplying. We've caught them. Okay. Okay. Right, we're up to 28. Let's send this guy to here. How good a victory was it? Killed 1,000, lost 300. So how has that changed the balance of power here? They got 11,000, we got much less than 23,000 because, of course, mind you, we got him. We got him in our prison. So I think his son is carrying on the war. I was kind of hoping it would break the treaty. Well, no, at the moment, that's a massive reduction. It's not a massive reduction, okay. So his son is carrying on that battle. Right, these guys are routing, so we need to send these down to here. Oh, those are going, and this group here is going to Kuala Rubber. Now you see they're building strength down here, so this is something for us to be very careful of. This is quite a slow castle to siege down. It's quite tough going. Right, coming up for the... he's going for this. That's a mistake on his part. Right, we wait for him to join us. Okay. I really want to fight them, but at least we've broken the siege. Okay, right, we're at 42. We want to go over there. I don't like them being so far away from the main force, but we'll correct that in a moment. Okay, right, nice victory. Puts us on 58. They lost another 1,000 troops. Right, we need to go and stock up on supplies. Okay, they're okay, they're not. No, they're on their way back. My allies finally arrived. Right, we're laughing. We're laughing. Right, they're coming for us. Right, so we are restocking. Oh, they're not restocking. They are. They are. Let's see, let them show their hand. Where are they going? I think he's going for Al-Urkub. Sorry, Al-Urkub. Right, we are about to lose our mercenaries. I don't think we'll have won the war, but I think we'll be able to cope with losing them because we've got this ally. We can now afford our second ally if we really need to. Why are my allies fighting some random people? Okay, well, we've chased them off, which feels good, but no chance of catching them. Let's try. We're now on 68, and surely this is going to be ticking. They seem to have stopped. They're doing all right for supply. Let's just send them down to Cordoba. See if we can get some significant points. All right, here we go. Fighting. This is going to be a nice victory, and that's going to make me feel a lot more secure, I think. Really need to smash them, though. That's the problem. We're not really... Right, what's this? Okay, let's have a look at the victory. See, 1,500. It's not an incredible victory. Okay, I think we need to get back to our supply grounds. Okay, they're running away. We're going back to resupply. Okay. Right, so these dudes are now in supply. Oh, are they? Are they just running away? Okay. Perfect. Okay. Ah! Okay, something else interesting has happened. This kingdom has split into two. It may well be that we now have actually done it. No other independent involved rule controls more than 20% of our period. So we've now done it. All we need now is the hostility phase, and we are nearly there. Well, we just need to start building buildings, I think, essentially. How close? We're 100 ahead of conciliation. Let's do some building. Okay, that's another 10 points. Okay, really interested in exploring this. Gain 100 for some potential attract guests when completing a building in a city holding. Well, I'm not going to be building anything in city holdings because that will move us towards a conciliation phase. Is there anything else that I had unlocked in level 1? No. Okay. Well, let's just improve our warriors. That will just help us if we have to fight any more wars. But basically, the wars are over unless we have to go. You know, somebody starts regaining above counties above 20% of what's available. Okay, so I can actually ransom these prisoners now. So I'm not going to make you watch this because this is going to take some time. Oh. I've literally just done the most stupid thing, and that's what comes from playing this in sort of stages. I've just got a huge amount of money from ransoming everybody that was in prison, but quite a lot of them have triggered progress towards it. That's okay. Okay, that's because of the buildings. But I think where I've released rulers, that's given 5 towards the conciliation phase. That was careless. That was really, really careless. As it happens, I think we're still well ahead, but nowhere near as much as we were just a few moments ago. I should simply have murdered them. All I had to do was murder them, execute them. That's all I had to do. Right, that's all the prisoners gone. That's a lot of money made, but we really have to be careful we don't make that mistake, or mistakes like that again could cost us very, very badly. Stacks of points towards the hostility phase in that. Let's just have a quick look at factions. Right, so I've got one dangerous one. It's a Liberty faction. No, he's no way. He's not getting that. I will not be threatened. Right, let's just bring him in. It seems silly to take any sort of risks at this sort of stage. Let's raise them here. Then we've got the choice of going after Monterey or going after their army if they look weak. Well, I'm going to accept that. 230 quid is going to really come in useful right now. I've also got household savings. That's 190. So just as I needed it, I've just got a very, very large amount of money. Really need to win this battle. Right, okay. I think we might catch them now. Nice. Right, it's going our way. And then we go over and see if we can prevent that Montefeltro from falling. Not feeling that confident, but we can give it a try. Okay, so, oh, that's good news. Right, what's happened? Well, they lost nearly 1,000, we lost half as many, so that's good news. The bad news is I don't think we're going to get back to Montefeltro quick enough. We've also captured a passable knight. So battle in 46 days, it's going to fall in 30. That'll change we won't have the defensive buildings on our side, unfortunately. He's going to come back here, isn't he? Okay, no, they're going to try and take that. Right, very good news. Right, let's come over here. It's still going our way, but Coruna is under siege. We're taking this back. Monteferro won't be. We'll take back quite easily. Okay. Right, let's go and have a big battle. Not quite smashed, but 4,000 is a very manageable number. Right, let's go and take. No, let's go and take Monterey because it's close to there in case they start to try and take it back. Okay, just check that things aren't going badly wrong. We're more than 100 ahead, which is super. We can't really buy any buildings because of this war that's going on, but as soon as this war is over, we can start investing again. Okay, so he's coming back to Santiago because he hasn't recognised yet how badly he gets beaten when he goes to Santiago. But it's a way of them linking up these two forces, so it is a sensible thing for them to do. But they're going to help me in the battle. Coruna is now under siege. We are going to take Monterey shortly, and we're going to have another big battle. Hopefully we catch them before they escape. Yes. Right, allies, get in there. Okay, let's just have a look at this. Hostility phase, which is perfect. I think we are on the verge of victory, if I'm honest with you. Let's go and see if we can take Porto. Okay. How good a victory? I mean, it's good, but again, it's not decisive, not really. Right, send them there to resupply. So I think if we capture Porto, I think that's the end of the war. I think the rebellion will collapse. Yeah, that was disastrous, but we've won the war anyway, so that's good news. Okay, right, enforced demands. Right, they're all in prison. So with the leaders, I've gone for weak hooks because I think what it basically means is I think that they won't, very, very unlikely to rebel against me. They might not even be able to rebel against me now. Let's just double check that. Yeah, these guys now cannot rebel against me. Is that just because they're in prison though? Cannot now, because I've got hooks on them, although even though they're only weak hooks, they can't now rebel against me, so I think I'm safe. Right, oh, he's my vassal. But it does do it. Okay, so even though he's my vassal, when I ask for money, using the hook, it gives us 5. Let's try it with, yep. Excellent. So that's 15. That's jumped us up in the right direction, hasn't it? Yes, I'm running out of things to build. I'm really tempted to build some things in my vassals' castles. Let's build stuff in my vassals' castles because by doing that, I speed this up even more. So there is still a plot to kill me. I need to check succession. He remains the king of Galicia, which is all we need. Okay, so I have got a food taster. I have got a bodyguard. Let's be... Actually, do you know what? It'd be more valuable to be swaying him. So she's a Shari, which I think is a Muslim faith, so I don't want to be her friend. Right. Another thing I'm going to do just to speed up the process a little bit. We are nearly on 700. I'm going to see if I can get some rulers in my realm to convert. So if I look at my vassals, I think every one of them that actually converts is going to give us a bit of extra, will actually give us a bit more progress. Shari, demand conversion, see if we get any progress from that. Right, let's sort of start trying to keep myself alive, I think. And I don't think I'm in any likelihood of dying soon, but you never know. Okay, we finally have battlements. I think it's probably come too late to make a big difference, because what we really want to be doing now is turning all these castles into level 2. I don't have enough money. It'll then take 3 years. It's a shame. But that's good news. We do have battlements. We are actually powering towards a hostility thing now. Right, we are getting there. All you need to do now is hit 5 and go. Right, let's build some battlements. How much did that cost? Iron Constitution, that's helping me here. And we are ridiculously close now. I'm nearly 200 ahead on hostility. I think I'm going to be all right. Right, I'm going to have to stop there because I've got to go and see my my dad and my stepmother who's in care, and I might get back to this. I might be able to get this done. Might be able to include the rest of this in this video, or it might be that this is on Monday. I don't know. But I'm going to stop there for now. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.